Johannesburg has a new mayor. And he was asked in a television interview, his first television interview, what his priorities would be in the first 100 days. And this is what he had to say.
I mean, in terms of priority areas, in your first 100 days in office, where are you looking at in terms of your tasks that you need to perform almost immediately?
I'm looking at potholes, right? We need to identify systems that can assist human capital in terms of identifying those potholes. Remember, we are now on a digital era, and the technology has advanced so much so that there is a technology where you can use, and it will deploy the data into the person who can then allocate and deploy the human resources to fill up those potholes. So that can be achievable. I believe so. It could be achievable within the period of 100 days.
So you're looking at potholes.
The man said his first priority is he said his first priority is potholes. He said that wearing a t-shirt with his arms crossed in a national television interview. 3 things. Number 1, I don't think that when the citizens of Johannesburg have to think about the problems that they're facing, number 1 on the top of their lists is potholes. Potholes are an important problem. They really are, but they're not the top priority. There are many priorities. Number 1 would be load shedding. Number 2 would be the levels of crime. Number 3 would be the different service delivery elements which affect them on a daily basis, the healthcare in the local clinics and things of that nature. Potholes are a major inconvenience that can be quite expensive, but they're not the number 1 priority. Overall, I think that the new mayor failed to make a good first impression. He did not seem prepared for this interview. He did not seem prepared to cast a cohesive, strong vision for an audience that is highly skeptical of him because he comes from a small party. Now, here are the statistics about who he is in the party that he represents, Al Jama, and who he is as a person. You're representing a small party. People don't know you. There are going to be questions about you, and there's going to be an expectation of competence about you. He did not come through to indicate that he is competent, prepared. He's wearing a t-shirt, his arms are crossed, his body language is not the body language of someone who's trying to convince the people who live in the city of Johannesburg and the world that he is capable of managing Africa's richest city, which has one of the largest budget and the largest population of all the cities in South Africa. He just did not seem to be on top of everything. It was a bad first impression. But maybe you disagree. Maybe you have a different view. What did you think about this guy and his presentation, his decorum, his conduct? Because I was not impressed. And I think he's going to have a difficult time on the road ahead.